It's about witnesses. It's tying together the idea of witness
of just anything.
No.
What does he want to see?
The Book of Mormon.
Well, the plates. Yeah,
or,
just the plates.
Which would be good enough, he says.
I think the world would say, why don't you just show us the gold plates? And I think the Lord's very clear. It is not the physical witness that's going to convert. He's so clear in verse 7.
Okay.
Behold, if they'll not believe my words, they would not believe you, my servant Joseph, if it were possible that you should show them all these things which I've committed unto you. The world thinks physical evidence will convert them. It's not that, it's the words, and it is the Spirit.
If they will not believe my words, they would not believe you, my servant Joseph, even if it was shown you. This is a spiritual phenomenon, not an intellectual or a evidentiary phenomenon that is there.
Brett, well, part of it is the Lord doesn't want people who believe in gold plates. He wants people who receive a testimony that the message and the witness of the Book of Mormon is true.
Right. In fact, look at verse 16. I think the doctrine is reiterated again as well. Whosoever believeth on my words, them will I visit with the manifestation of my Spirit, and they shall be born of me, even of water and of the Spirit. It's a spiritual, you've got to have that, as Alma talks in the Book of Mormon, the desire to believe before it can begin to be enlarged in your soul in that regard.
I always like to reference back to Luke chapter 16 in the New Testament. The end of the chapter is Lazarus and the rich man. And the rich man wants Lazarus to fix things up for his wicked brother, and he finally says, I can't do that. And he says, well, at least if you can't fix it for them, send Lazarus back to tell my brethren to repent, or they're going to end up where I am, where my thirst can't be quenched. And Abraham, in verse 29 of Luke 16, Abraham saith unto him, they have Moses and the prophets, let them hear them. And he say, nay, Father Abraham, but if one went unto them from the dead, they will repent. And he said unto him, if they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither will they be persuaded, though one rose from the dead. We think that fantastic manifestations of angels or seeing the gold plates, like Mary Jane said, will convert us, but those are not the tools of conversion.
In fact, to use another example from the New Testament is the real Lazarus that was raised from the dead. There is the living, walking example, and yet you see in the end of that chapter, in the very next chapter, it says they seek to kill Lazarus. They don't believe because of the miracle. They want to get rid of the miracle so they don't have to believe.
Well, and I think, quite frankly, though these witnesses that we're going to read about in 17 never deny their witness of the Book of Mormon, all three of them were excommunicated from the church at some point.
President Benson said, we are not required to prove that the Book of Mormon is true or is an authentic record through external evidences. Though there are many, it never has been the case, nor is it so now, that the studies of the learned will prove the Book of Mormon true or false. That has to come by the power of the Spirit.
Which we ought to make. I've had that experience. The Spirit's been true, and it is true, a true book.